Hello friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is August the 7th and here in the school district I live in, that means it's the first day back at school. So I've decided to try to do these videos on Monday, and part of the reason for that is in my school, Monday is our minimum day early release. I mean, it's only 50 minutes early, but teachers and staff don't get out early. But that means the students are off campus earlier and there's a more chance of getting everything reshelved and hopefully leaving in a more timely manner. So I'm going to try to make Mondays my filming day and hopefully also be able to edit and upload same day. If not, then hopefully they'll go up on Tuesday. But I'm really hoping to get more of a routine and get a better work-life balance going forward into this school year. So with all that said, it was a good first day. The system that we use for checking books in and out of the library, it's called Destiny, and so found out today that that's probably not going to be updated with the current rosters or anything for 2 to 3 weeks, which means first students won't even be in the library at all for this first week. Next week, when I thought I would be checking books out to them, we're just going to end up doing an orientation in the library and like go over rules and expectations and things like that. And then the following week, hopefully it will be updated and we will be able to finally begin checking out books. But if not, then it's like orientation part 2. Let's review everything we already learned. So I've got massive bags under my eyes, and that's because I've not been sleeping well. The last 2 days have been 105 degrees, which means it doesn't cool down. That's why the AC's on right now, the room AC unit, giving you all that lovely noise. Sorry, not sorry, because I would be dying without it right now. But we are supposed to have a 17-degree drop, if I've mathed right. Tomorrow's high is supposed to be 88 degrees. So we're going from 105 to 88. And I'm excited because I hate the heat, but at the same time, these kind of weather inflections tend to give me migraines, so I'm a little nervous about that. But I hope it will be okay. I'm working on my big reorganization project in the library where I'm trying to take everything, take away the genres. Little girls. Try to take away the genres and put them, the fiction books, alphabetical order by author. Yeah, so that's my big reorganization project. I am in the D's right now, so we will see how far I get before the students start coming in. So then what else is there? I mean, I guess that's the main life stuff. My sister, who's pregnant, should be having her baby anytime this month. My guess was the 16th because that's like exactly a month after my birthday, so I would like that. That would be cool. So we'll see how close we get. Everyone picked different days, except for my dad and youngest sister, and that's because they're holding out for September 2nd, which is that's their shared birthday. My dad and youngest sister have the same birthday, just 40 years apart. Anyways, so I think I actually managed to get done quite a bit of crafting since I filmed my last Vlogmas. I was gonna do a recap, but I didn't want to. I've been done so much filming, and it was so nice just to have a few days of just crafting and not worrying about filming. Amy, or Lillian, come here, baby. She was just scolded, but she's got the biggest grin on her face. Lily Bajilli. Yes, I love you too. Okay, that's not 2 growls though. Okay, so yeah, I did manage to get quite a bit done, I think. I hope I pulled everything here to show you. So we'll start with cross stitch, then knitting and crochet, and then sewing. Oh, excuse me. And I'm wearing contacts today. My eye doctor is trying to get me to use contacts more often. He doesn't like contacts, but he thinks with my far eye and near eye situation that it would be beneficial. So they're kind of bothering me right now. I've had them in for about 12 hours at this point, 11 and a half probably. And I think I'm just ready for them to be out. So I'm gonna film this, take them out, and then I will edit. And then my husband's at a meeting right now, but when he comes home, we need to go run a few errands. So hopefully I'll have time to do it all. So, starting with cross stitch. In Semi-Sane Stitches this month, it is called Wheel of Whips. So you put whatever whips you want into a wheel and you randomize it. And the version I'm doing, you then roll a dice and multiply that number by 100, and that's how many stitches you do. So the first one that came up was Cinderella Dress Up by Brooks Books. And I had barely anything on this. I rolled a 6, so I needed to do 600 stitches. And that is what I have done. And so I only need 400 more to complete this whip go square. So, I mean, it still doesn't look like a lot, but it is a lot. I've done a lot, 600 stitches. So, I was kind of hoping this one would have gotten spun again so I could completely finish my 1,000 stitches. It's not in the rules, but once I hit the 1,000, what I did was I chose all the whip goes that I have not completed. And once I hit that 1,000 stitches, I'm just removing them from the wheel. Just because my goal for this month is to complete as many of the whip go squares or make progress on them as possible. So that was that. I don't know that I've worked on this since I finished my Christmas in July thing, but it was a new start, so I thought I'd just share it. And that is Summer Celebration, and this is 200 stitches. The final cross stitch I have to share at this moment is, hey, no babies, they're playing rough, is 100 stitches on Happily Ever After from Frosted Pumpkin. So this white that you can see over here, yeah, there we go, that is 100 stitches. It is hard to see, even harder to see in person than that angle. But I rolled a 5 for this, so I still need to do 400 more stitches. So if I have time tonight, that's what I'll be working on next. Hey, Harry Berry, come here. Harry, come on, Harry. Come here, Harry. You guys are playing rough. You're playing too rough. Here's Harry. He's the one you heard squealing in the background. Although I think he was enjoying himself. Yes. Okay. Yes, you need to calm down. He is the biter. Not hard. It's never hard, but he's just still a biter. Okay, anyways. So, that is all of the cross stitch progress. But, I mean, still, that is, I mean, 600 plus 200 is 800. So, 900 stitches, which for me these days is pretty good. I did get a lot of knitting and crochet done as well. So that's what I'll share next. The first thing I'm excited about is I worked on that stocking for my husband that has been languishing for quite a while. So when I picked this up, I was like right over here. I hadn't done any of the gray in that section. And now I have. And I think it's actually supposed to be on this direction. And those are supposed to be like trees. Focus. Anyways, again, this is my first project ever doing color work, and I am still really like impressed with myself. And I think like my floats are looking pretty good, I think. So I am now at the heel, and then it's a very short toe. So hope to get more progress on this. My first ball of that sandy color, that's how much I have left. It's going so quickly. I do have 2 skeins of it though, so it's okay. I also worked on my Perfect Blend shawl from Casa Pinka, and I finished part 2, I believe. And this is using a Harry Potter mini skein set. So where this candy, peppermint candy is, that's where I started. So then I did all of that. So I mean 2 colors, but hey, no, baby. Lillian, stop it. So I did 2 colors, and I'm now ready to start part 3. So yeah. I think this is the first Advent project I'm going to try to finish. I think it's my oldest, and it's only a 12 color Advent, so I mean the colors repeat themselves in usage in the pattern, but yeah. Let's see. This is my final bag of stuff, but I have a few things in here. So I've done a few dishcloths. I'll post a picture of the one I did finish first, and I gave this to one of my coworkers for her daughter, who she thought she'd like it as a Barbie blanket. So there's that. Then I started and finished this one. I was in a 4-hour training and I crocheted during that. And then I finished that while at a roller skating thing with my husband and his granddaughter and his son. I didn't roller skate because one of my knees is really messed up right now, and I just didn't want to take that risk, so I just did washcloth crochet. So then after I finished that one, I started this one, and that's the progress I got on it. So I really am liking how these colors are turning. That one that I did for my coworker, this is the yarn I used for it. And I am gonna need to get another skein of this because I really loved how the color worked up in that. It was so random and nice looking. So yep. So that's my crochet dishcloths. I also worked on my one Advent stripe situation. Oh no. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna come back. Okay, while I was pulling this out, the needle came off. So I quickly scooped the stitches back on the needle, but I'm gonna have to do some fixing as soon as I'm done filming this because this starting strand is like 3 stitches in. So I definitely did something. And also the stitches aren't perfectly on the needle. But anyways, so on this one, I completed the heel flap and gusset. Now I have to do the pickup. So all of that I completed. On the other one, I did the heel flap and gusset. Heel flap and gusset. Picked up the stitches and I have finished my decreases. So I am now back to focus. So, pretty happy with that. I still think this sock is going to end up being too small, so I'm going to have to really aggressively block it. But yeah, so like I said, lots of knitting and crochet, but I'm still really happy with my progress on the cross stitch. So then it was the hexi a day thing. I was doing good for that for a couple of days, and then I finished all of the hexis I had I put a dot of glue, and then here, I'll show you what the next set that I just finished doing. So what I do is I have my template, I put a dab of Elmer's glue on it, and I put the paper template on it so that it sticks, but it also comes off really easily. And then I snip on the sides to make it less of excess fabric so that I can just go and thread baste it after. Well, once I had completed all of the ones I'd already done this for, I lost some of my momentum, but I finished the entire 30s Playtime by Chloe's Closet, and I really love this fabric line. So there's just a bunch of fun fabrics in there. And so the next step will be making them into the hexi, like the rest of the hexi shape. So I need to sit down and do that at some point. But then, so then the next fabric line I decided to do this with is Sanctuary by Three Sisters. And just trying to get it out here. There's also some really pretty fabrics in here. All these grayish blue colors, then a lot of gray. Anyways, so now these are all ready for thread basting. So I might take this to school to work on it. Sorry, during lunch breaks. Anyways, so that's my little hexi a day update. So that brings me to the stash section. So first off, I got my July mini charm packs from Fat Quarter Shop. So we have got another Christmas one, or winter rather. It's called Blizzard. Then we've got a one called Harvest Moon, so more fall. And then this is Berry Basket. I think that's like a summery one. And this one is called Back to Basics. And it's a lot of browns, a few deep reds, and some blue. Anyways, I'm not sure how many of these will fit into my flower garden hexis. Maybe the Berry Basket one. So we'll have to see. I also got the July, or is it August? Are you the July or the August one? Okay, it is the August one for Yarnable, and is it called Sunflower? No, Grow with the Flow. And I did really like how this one looks. And I think that if you want to be surprised about Yarnable, skip forward like 30 seconds. Okay, I think that next month's would actually be really nice with this one, because I think it's a It's a green that's very similar to that. And it's like a tonal looking one. They just put the sneak peek picture up today. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to do it or not. And I think I am, because I'll either mix it with this and do a project with the two of those together, or my nephew loves green, and so that might be good to knit him a pair of socks or a scarf or something. There's not a lot of greens out there, really. So, yeah, so I think I am going to have next year's. Okay, the final two things I have to share I've not looked at yet, so we're gonna experience them together for the first time. So the first one is the very last club for the Harry Potter Yarn Club for this year. So let's see. So in the extra goodies, I think it might be the Ravenclaw. Yes, it's the Ravenclaw robes. Oops, wrong direction. And that was the last one that I didn't have. She put it on a safety pin this time, so I might track down the others and add them to the safety clip. She also includes a fruit snack, which yum. And this time's tea is called Spice Dragon Red Chai. I have not tried that before, so I might give that a try. And now let's look at the yarn. Okay, this is different than any I've gotten from her before, and I do think that the accent yarn really goes well with it. So that might be one that I leave the accent yarn with. So let's see what she called this one. Green Got, is it Green Got's Dragon? Green Got's Dragon. And I like that. I think this would make a good pair of man socks. A lot of my yarns are pretty girly, and so when my husband always like, why don't you make me anything? And it's because all my yarn looks too girly for him. So this might be a good color to make a pair of socks for him or my dad or something like that. The problem with my dad is he has massively wide feet. Pass that down. Sucks, but that also means like there are a ton of stitches on the needle for his socks. I can't remember, it might be 80. But yeah, it takes forever. Okay, so the final package that came in today is my Freckled Whimsy self-striping clubs. So I've got the Harry Potter one and then the Wednesday Club one. Oh my gosh, both gorgeous. Okay, let's see. There's also a Spells and Things information. Hello friend, this is the 11th shipment for this club. I can't believe it. This means that the last charge for this club will be on August 4th. Oh, August 1st. That means I already paid for the last one. There will 100% be a year 4, and the club name is going to be Magical Mischief. I'm down for that. There will be a mixture of types of colorways, some dark themed, some not so dark themed. If you want to continue into year 4, you don't have to do anything. I will automatically move you into the new club, and that first charge will be September 1st. Okay, so basically nothing's gonna change. And I will still be getting Harry Potter yarns. I'm super excited. If you no longer want to be in the club, just be sure to cancel your subscription before September 1st and you won't be charged or enrolled. You can always contact me to make the cancellation for you as well. Please note, with the addition of double loyalty points for subscription and a 15% off coupon every month, I am no longer doing the free skein at the end of the club if all 12 are purchased. Free skeins will still be given for the Spells and Things Club. Okay, so I'm gonna get a free skein because I was in all 12 months. But unfortunately, you don't get a free skein, which sucks because I don't think I ever used the 15% off coupon because, I don't know. I just didn't. Maybe I will look and see if there's any that I want. It's in part because the ones I like the most are always sold out. So, anyways, let's get on to the good stuff. Which I guess I will show you the spells and things first, but it's the Wednesday Club that I cannot stop staring at. Okay, this one's also gorgeous though. And look at that. Let me see if I can get it to focus. I think that the mini skein is perfect with it. I love those colors. I think it's going to be gorgeous. So this is an 8-stripe repeat, and it's called Magical Umbrella. Like Hagrid's magical umbrella, I'm guessing. Anyways, really nice. Looking forward to the final skein of the club. And I'm glad it'll just automatically do the enrollment thing. Now this Wednesday Club, so I am getting the Wednesday Club in DK because I want to be able to do some quick socks, and DK is quick. I just haven't gotten around to do it because I'm trying to whip down. Okay, we're trying to whip down. I'm not going to cast on these socks right now, even though look at how spectacularly gorgeous that is. So pretty. I'm glad I signed up for this club, even though I've never watched the show Wednesday, because I was looking for some darker and moodier yarns and self-striping, and this is perfect. So this one is called Every Day is All About Me. It is also an 8-stripe repeat. And it's on her Serendipity DK 7525. If you've been watching for a while, you might remember that I had signed up for Fangirl Fibers Gilmore Girls Club in DK, and my problem with that is a lot of times it was 100% sock weight merino, and so I didn't want to knit socks without nylon in them. So, well, those were pretty colorways. I quit that club after a few months, because it just wasn't what I was wanting. But this is really nice. So, that is my stash. I don't think anything's coming soon. Oh my gosh, you know what? I forgot one thing. Okay, I'm going to pause this, come back, and share this big stash. Okay, the thing I cannot believe I forgot is my first advent calendar arrived. Can you believe it? It's August and an advent calendar's arrived. So this is the Winter Ideal advent calendar from Canon Hand Dyes. I got it on the Anise Silk Merino, which is 80% sock weight merino and 20% silk. They come wrapped like this. Focus. Okay. Yeah, that's how it comes. And they're all still wrapped, so no worries about cheating. I just put it into my closet. I will say, however, that the full skein was not wrapped, so I don't think it's cheating to look at it. And it is a nice tonal. And I'm very much looking forward to this advent. I'm hoping all of the colors will be a tonal. And then I can pick a pattern that would be better suited for tonals, because there's a lot of them that are, but the advents I keep ordering don't tend to be tonal, so that sucks. Speaking of advents, so I got the I was talking during Christmas in July that I had gotten the not Canon Hand Dyes, Crystal Sky Hand Dyes Harry Potter Advent, and that's the one that last year I was doing the granny squares with, and I said she didn't offer it on the same base as what I was doing the granny squares with, but I was feeling them next to each other, the two different bases. That advent hasn't arrived yet, however I have a yarn in that base. And I'm thinking that I might actually be able to do the granny squares in that base and be able to put them together. I haven't fully decided if I'm gonna do that yet for sure, but it would make a bigger blanket, which is part of why I'm debating it. So that's something I'll be thinking about more. I'm gonna try to finish, try to finish making those granny squares so I can kind of lay them down on my bed and see how big it would be and if I should add in another advent. Otherwise I'll just find another project for that. So anyways, enough rambling. This is so yeah, this is the big stash that arrived. I'm gonna go put it back in the closet and hopefully forget about it for a few more months so I'm not tempted to peek. But yeah, I will get this edited and everything now, and then I will hopefully get it uploaded. So I will chat with you guys hopefully in a week, and I hope that you are having an awesome week. Bye. Oh my gosh, I forgot one more thing, and that was, if you were watching Vlogmas, my Christmas in July, I kept talking about needing to add my stash to Ravelry. I had like huge baskets of hand-dyed yarns that went all the way back to January. Well, on this last Friday, I finally took the time and I added them all. So that is check, done. So now I'm also going to quickly add these 4 skeins in so I don't fall behind again, because that was a nightmare. However, so they all got added back there. You might notice this one is stuffed. That's right, it is completely stuffed. So I need to figure out where I can shove some 75-25 yarns. Sorry about that. I will hopefully cut that out. But yeah, so that is another project I need to do, but that is for another day. So I'm gonna stop this, get it edited, and I will talk with you all later. Bye.